What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. Now typically for Vlogmas, people would be decorating their home or buying their Christmas tree, doing something festive to start off the Vlogmas, but as for my video, I decided that my first video for Vlogmas, I need to bring you guys up to speed on what 2020 has consisted of. Because to be quite honest, 2020 was a year that I vlogged the least amount I've ever been on YouTube. And there's a few reasons behind that. So I figured I would bring you guys back to the start of 2020, and this isn't gonna be some long, over drawn out type of video, but I do think it's necessary for you guys to get to know a little bit more about me personally before I talk about 24 days of me and what's going on in my life, because there are some things you guys just need to know before we get started in Vlogmas. So if you are not subscribed, number one, be sure to subscribe. And number two, if you're here for a vlog, come back tomorrow, but be sure to hit the bell button so you guys get notified. Anyways, that's enough plugs for now. So I'm gonna give you guys a list right over here of where you can find each and every subject that I'm about to talk about, but I'm going to try and blow through this. And if you guys have any questions, leave them down below, and I will be filming a Q&A, I'm sure, later on sometime during Vlogmas when I forget to vlog or when I mess up. Awesome. Okay, so quick backstory on me. My name is Allison, allisonkuch.collabs, and I've switched my name on YouTube to Allison K. I'm actually thinking about switching it to Allison Kuch because that's what I am on TikTok and Instagram and every other social media. I am 25 years old and I live in Huntington Beach, California with my fiance, who used to be my boyfriend up until July, and then he proposed. So we are living in Orange County, California, and my fiance plays football, which makes things a little bit more hectic around here because, well, we might have to move across the country in 3 months. And we have no idea where he's gonna be moving, but I'm getting ahead of myself because that's going to be the football topic. Basically, my boyfriend, or my fiance, and I have been together for 6 years. I was born and raised in Michigan, and I started YouTube just because I liked filming and editing and whatever else comes with YouTube. Honestly, just slowly became a part of my life, and here we are. Hopefully this will be the first successful Vlogmas, because every year before this I have just quit in the middle, and that's not what we're doing this year. I'm hanging out in my living room, and now that I give you guys a quick little, literally the quickest synopsis of my life up until now, we're just about to dive right in. And when I tell you I had to plan out what to say, like actually, like there has been so much to happen this year. So I'm gonna break it up by category, and I guess we can just go ahead and get started. Before I get into the questions, I do want to just preface this video by saying so much has happened this year. I got engaged, we're planning a wedding, we bought a house, we're renovating the house, I quit my job, I started a new job, and then throw TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, football, and the fact that we might be moving to a different team in a month or 3. I don't know. It's been crazy hectic. I guess the first thing we can start off with is football. So my fiance has been playing for the Chargers for the past 4 years. This is his 4th season. After 4 seasons, your rookie contract is up, and when your contract is up, the team can either offer to re-sign you, or they can say, no thanks, we're gonna let you go. So we won't know where Isaac is going. We can know as early as January, or we can know as late as June. So there's a pretty big chunk of time right there. We're hoping that we will know either in January, February, worst case scenario, beginning of March, but sometimes the NFL is pretty unpredictable. As for the season, well, if you look at the Chargers record right now, then you would probably be like, oh, it's not really going that well. But honestly, we've just been kind of taking it day by day. The NFL is in strict protocol right now because of coronavirus, and that means that Isaac is doing a lot of his meetings, well, not a lot, but all of his meetings at home, which kind of affects my life and my work for games. And everything is just so different than it was last year. Last year, I was going to all the home games, I was traveling to some of the away games, and this season I haven't been to one football game, and honestly, I don't really plan on going to any of them because I'm just not trying to get sick, I guess you can say. And I'm also trying to stop the spread. So I have been watching all the games from home. Just because I am his family does not mean I get to go to the games, unfortunately. But that's where we're at. We have one more month left of football. The chances of us going to playoffs is kind of minimal right now. So basically the season will end January 3rd, which is the last game of the season. And that's where we're at with football. Moving on. I'm sure I will talk about football so much in Vlogmas because Isaac and I will be moving come January 17th. We put in our 30 days, but we have no idea where we're moving to. So expect a lot to talk about that. The next thing I want to talk about is engagement. So if you guys haven't seen any of my other videos before, Isaac and I got engaged after 5.5 years. We did get engaged during quarantining. So in July, it was actually, all the cases were slowing down, and Isaac proposed to me on a podcast, which I am the host of with the Chargers. So he proposed on the podcast. Everyone asked, was I expecting it? After 5 years, yes, I was expecting him to propose, but was I expecting it that day? Did I know it was happening that day, that week? No. So it definitely was a surprise, super happy, but if you would ask me a year ago if I thought I was gonna get engaged to Isaac, I would say yes. So we got engaged, and basically the day after we got engaged, we were looking for wedding planners, we were looking at venues, and just doing A, B, C, D, all the way to Z. And it's really hard to plan a wedding when there's a pandemic. I will definitely be going more in depth about the wedding and the wedding planning process, but I can give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek / some information. We ended up cutting our guest list down to 60 people because with COVID and the spread and cases rising, we just knew it was the smartest thing to do to keep it small, even if the vaccine comes out. And I don't know, we basically cut down our wedding to our closest friends, our closest family. And if you guys want to know more, you're just gonna have to subscribe. So there's that. Next thing I want to talk about is going to be a little bit controversial. Well, honestly, I feel like it's more controversial on TikTok because 10-year-olds for some reason think I'm a gold digger. Whatever, it's okay, I'm not offended by it. Maybe a little bit. But the next thing I want to talk about is my job. So in the beginning of 2020, I was working for a company as a freelance interior designer, and I had been working for that company for almost 3 years. In the last year I've been working for this company, I have realized that it's just not really the company for me, and my values don't really align with the company's values. But basically it just was not a healthy working environment for me, and it took a huge toll on my mental health, a huge toll on me as a person, and I was never home. I would expect to go to work from 5 a.m. until 3 p.m. and then I wouldn't get home until 11 p.m. It just was not the best thing for me, especially because I'm in Orange County and the company is in LA. So factor in an hour and a half to 2 hours of driving. That's my cat. Honestly, it was just a long time coming that I knew it wasn't going to be the company that I was going to work for the next 5 years. But I did love the people I worked with, and it gave me a lot of opportunities. I gained a lot of experience. Honestly, it was my first real job, and I needed to do that. But Isaac and I made the decision that, weird saying this, we made the decision that I would quit my job. I'm just gonna go on to the next subject because it has to do with why I quit my job. Isaac, being in the NFL, I would say has more money up front and in the bank than a typical 25-year-old. And with that comes investment and financial decisions that you can make early on in life that are gonna help you later in life. Isaac last year bought a home in Colorado as an investment property, and basically he has seen the return on the investment and has seen other people getting the return on their investment in real estate. it has always been, well, I don't even know if you guys know this. I'm an interior designer. That's what I got my degree in college. And I have always had the dream of being able to flip homes. Yes, like Chip and Joanna Gain, I guess you could say, but flip homes. And more specifically, I loved the idea of rental properties. And this was definitely a quarantine decision, because this decision came all the way back in, I think it was May. We kind of talked about it, and then it kind of came into fruition a few months later because we started looking for houses. So basically, Isaac and I have started our own company, and I'm putting quotes in company because it's not really an LLC yet. But basically, Isaac and I would love to own a few rental properties in the future, and we figured, well, why not just start now? We ended up getting with a real estate agent. Well, first things first, we talked it over with Isaac's financial advisor, because he does have a financial advisor. Shout out to Ryan. He is honestly like a huge blessing, because I feel like so many players don't have somebody to be that voice of reason. And so we talked it over with the financial advisor, and Isaac has not made one large purchase besides his car since he's been in the NFL. So he thought it was gonna be a sound investment, well, besides the other house, but he thought it was gonna be a sound investment. And he actually recommended that we try out a few of his real estate agents that some of his other clients have worked with. So Isaac and I came to the decision to buy a house in Arizona. Basically, long story short, we ended up finding a house, buying it, and we are in the process of renovating it right now. So that is going to be my full-time job. Right now, renovating a house in Arizona is so much work. I literally wake up when Isaac leaves the house. I go into our office at 6 a.m. I'm working away, answering emails, ordering tile, ordering furniture, planning a wedding on the side, and it's crazy because Isaac comes home at like 6 p.m. and he's like, oh, you're still working. It's definitely a risk for our relationship and our future, but I think we both realize that we would rather take this risk now when it's just me and him versus when it's me, him, 2 children, we own a house, we own 2 cars, etc., etc., etc. Well, we do own 2 cars right now, but I'm saying if we have a car payment in the future, because we don't right now. But anyways, basically my job is going to be running our Airbnb. If you guys ever want to stay in the Airbnb, it's going to be up soon. We're hoping to get it up by January 1st and get people in there as soon as possible. If you guys want to follow it, I'll put it on the screen right here. But yeah, that is going to be my job. From all of the research we've done, it's gonna be a fun ride. So we probably will end up buying more rental properties in the future. I don't know how many we'll renovate, because we were realizing this is a lot more work associated with it, but we're having fun doing it, and I'm super thankful that my fiance supports me and that he's willing to take a risk on me, because in the end it's me he's taking a risk on, because I'm running this. So I'm actually going to Arizona in a week or so be on the lookout for the vlogs, because the house is under renovation. The next thing, I guess that's really it. That's really it, guys. So that is the biggest summary. I'm sorry that this isn't a vlog, but I started vlogging yesterday, November 29th, and I just felt so flustered because I was like, I don't even know if these people know I bought a house. I don't know if we're still renovating it. I don't know if they know I quit my job. And so it was just really important for me to sit down and do this video. But tomorrow's video, you guys can expect to see some decorating, some vlogs, and let me know what videos you guys want to see from me and Isaac down below in the comments, and subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a video. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I feel like you guys know everything now, so I feel really good about this. I'm excited. 2021 is gonna be insane. It is going to be the year of success for the future Rochelles. So if you guys are excited about anything specific, comment that down below. I'm so excited to just jump right back into YouTube. It's been a minute, but I have some really exciting collaborations coming up in December as well. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Hopefully this gave you an insight into my life. And if you guys have any other questions, comment them down below. I'm gonna be filming a Q&A later on in December, so whatever you guys want to know, let me know and I'll answer it for you. But with that being said, thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 2.